Does this book support the caste system? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. It takes the world as it has it, and it's not into change. It's not trying to overthrow the present order at all. This is not a revolutionary, a social revolutionary book. It may be looking for what's called enlightenment, but the enlightenment it seeks is more, I think, to lessen the burden of the world. It assumes the world is burdensome. Buddhism particularly assumes the world is burdensome, and it feels that mainly not struggling against evil is the easier path to take, and to basically get out of the evil cycle. But it's not it's not into struggle, social struggle. Now, I personally, I don't like social struggle, but I personally do think righteousness is the important thing to look for in the best you can hope for in the world. And that struggle more came out of the Judeo-Christian background than many others, particularly the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, and the prophets there are interested in justice and righteousness. And they're one of the few ancient documents that are interested in that issue. Like Amos says, what are they? The rich are cheating the poor. They're changing the weights and measures in the markets and things. And I don't want your sacrifices. I don't want your all your pious rituals. Give me justice and righteousness. So that's already being said in the 7th century BC, and that's why the Hebrew Bible is so sought after by so many cultures. A lot of people don't understand why. They think it's just accidental. It isn't accidental. It's because of the emphasis on equality and righteousness in the prophets more than anything else. You don't get that in most religious documents. And then, of course, the Christian documents spring off from those documents. And Islamic documents also come off from those documents. So when you are looking for Eastern religions for salvation, don't forget, most of them are into quietism. Most of them are not interested in changing the social order. Not that you necessarily should change the social order. But one of the reasons social revolution and things like that come out more of the Judeo-Christian framework is because of the prophetical writings in the Hebrew Bible. That's what gives rise to these moral crusaders. I don't mean sexual moral crusaders. Moral crusaders in the sense of social justice. All right, just an aside here. So anyway, this disorder carries into the family, destroys the family. The spirits of the dead then suffer because they are deprived of their ritual offerings. And all righteousness and ancestral rights are destroyed. It says hell is waiting. Well, there's no idea, I don't think, in Hindu thought of hell. So it has to be some other idea that he's trying to subsume into the word hell. This is the weakness of our Christian translator. He's using Christian terms to try to express Hindu, Sanskrit religious ideas. And you say, well, what is the idea? I don't know. I'm not a Sanskrit expert. I can't be an expert on everything. All I can tell you is it's not hell. You'd have to think of it as maybe being in not a good reincarnated state. A low order of reincarnation. Maybe you'd be in a bug state or something. Maybe you wouldn't be on the rabbit level or something like that. So again, so these things are laid out, and why should I kill my own people? 45. I am unarmed, unresisting. Basically, I just simply killed as fight, Arjuna says. So he's in despair and grief. So now Krishna, the teacher, has to get him out of this. So Krishna is the charioteer, but he's also the guru. He's also a man. He was an actual royal kingdom at some point. And as I said, he's always, here's on this cover, he's always represented as a blue man. He's got lots of loves and things, girlfriends and things like that. And there's artistic representations of him. He's always sitting with a beautiful damsel. And I don't think they're just playing games. They're not just having tea. He's quite a, I don't say he's a lecher, but you know, he likes the ladies and so on. And so he's a flesh and blood person, but he's also a God. So, okay, in that regard, I think, as I said earlier, he's similar to